Well, Joe, on that note, I'm sitting here looking at an article that appeared on Ynet, which I think right now is the largest online news service in Israel. And the title of this piece is Jewish Lobby Wages War on Christmas Trees. Now, I want you to just listen to this for a second. A new front for religious battles. The, quote, lobby for Jewish values this week began operating against restaurants and hotels that plan to put up Christmas trees and other Christian symbols ahead of Christmas and the civil New Year. According to the lobby's chairman, Ofer Cohen, they have received backing by the rabbis and, quote, we are even considering publishing the names of the businesses that put up Christian symbols ahead of the Christian holiday and call for a boycott against them. Now, I want to read to you this one paragraph at the bottom of this piece that is very important. And Brother Nathanael, I know you're going to understand immediately the importance of this, okay? Flyers and ads distributed among the public read, quote, the people of Israel have given their soul over the years in order to maintain the values of the Torah of Israel and of their Jewish identity. Quote, you, meaning you Jews, should also continue to follow this path of the Jewish people's tradition and not give in to the clownish atmosphere of the end of the civil year, and certainly you should not help those businesses that sell or put up the foolish symbols of Christianity. Now, what's wrong with this picture here? I mean, can you imagine if, let's say, Joe Cortina and Brother Nathanael and I, if we set up this group and we called ourselves the Lobby for Christian Values, and if we started passing out flyers against hotels and restaurants forbidding them or telling them that if they put up a menorah, we're going to call for a boycott of their business. Now, both of you guys know what would happen if we were to do something like that, right? I mean, just go down the list of all of the names that we would be called.
Mark, they can't touch me, okay? I am the Jews' biggest nightmare. Brother Nathanael scares them to death because Brother Nathanael's got nothing to lose. I'm a monk, okay? And I don't have a full-time job. I don't have a family. I have no obligations to anybody. I'm their worst nightmare. They can't do anything to me. I like this idea, lobby for Christian values. I'll lead it. I'll become the president. I'll become the chairman. I'll become the executive director. And I'll say, get rid of the menorah. We're going to boycott you. What are the Jews going to call me, an anti-Semite? What a joke. They can't do anything to me.
Well,
if we only had the backing, if we only had the money, make me the executive director of Lobby for Christian Values. And I'll go to Washington, D.C., and I'll say, take the Hanukkah menorah off of government property right now. Because we have separation of church and state, don't we, you Jews? Which you always yell and clamor for. But now we've got uniting of synagogue and state. I'll protest against it. I just need the money behind me to do it.
You know what?
Because I'm not afraid of the Jews.
Joe Cortina, go ahead.
We need 1,000 Brother Nathanael Captain.
I don't think we need that many.
No, you just need one, but we need the backing. We need the financial backing.
Well, guys,
the Jews got billions of dollars, okay? They got dirty, filthy money running out of their nostrils.
Here's the point.
If you just have one or two or three Christians that are really willing to stand up to the Jews, then we've got to have some money behind us.
Well, the point that I'm making here by reading this, guys, I mean, look, this is in the very land that was the birthplace of Jesus Christ, right? Now, we're giving these people $30 million a day, minimum, right?
Of course, because the Congress and the senators are all bought by the Jews.
Right.
They own Capitol Hill.
Right, and at the same time, we hear from these trolls like John Hagee and Pat Robertson and all the others about how it's the duty of the Christians to support the Jewish state and blah, blah, blah. Why aren't we hearing anything about this latest development taking place in the very birthplace of Jesus Christ, where you have these...
Because Christians are scared to death to speak up. That's why. When I go to the grocery store, I go to the post office, Christians come up to me and say, Brother Nathanael, happy holidays. I say, no, not happy holidays. It's Merry Christmas. Christians, that is, saying to me, happy holidays. Well, I got my cross with me and crosses all over me. They're scared. Ill. Yeah, okay. My upbringing as a Jewish kid was dependent on the general culture to learn about Jesus Christ, okay? I wasn't going to get it at home. I didn't get it at home. I didn't get it in my synagogue, just the opposite. So, when this little boy, Nathanael Kapner, walked into Kroger's. He didn't hear jingle bell, schlock, cock, sock, cock, jingle bell, caca. He didn't hear that, okay? He didn't hear frosting the snowman. He heard, "Oh come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant." Wow, this little Jewish kid, 6 years old, what's that? Wow, I love these Christmas songs. I got it through the general culture. Okay? When I turned on the TV at night, I didn't have to go to some cable TV. We didn't have it then. Just the main ABC, CBS, NBC in 1956, 1957. I saw the Christmas story. My parents weren't home. I saw it. I just fell in love with Jesus Christ. Now today, will somebody get this to the general culture? Will a Jewish kid get this to the general culture? No, he gets what Joe just described. All right? And all whether you're Jewish, not Jewish, whatever you are, they're not going to get it anymore in the general culture. No one's going to church anymore, so no one's learning about Jesus Christ. Do you know a young lady came up to me recently, about 16, 17 years old, says, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm trying to spread the message of Jesus Christ on the street." And she asked me, "Who's Jesus Christ?" "What? Who's Jesus Christ? You never heard of Jesus Christ?" She said, "No. Please tell me about him." Okay, so what the Jews have done, they've totally eliminated any message of Jesus Christ that anyone can get anymore. And I got it through the general culture, and I fell in love with Jesus as a little Jewish boy.
You mean she wasn't saying that mockingly?
No, she didn't know. She did not know. She never heard of him. Why? Well, she's not going to church. Her parents don't take her to church. Her parents were divorced, separated, okay? She's left to herself, and left to her videos, and left to her TV. Now, when she walked through the supermarket, this is where she came up to me. She's hearing Jingle Bell Rock and chestnuts smoking on an open fire. She's not hearing Joy to the World. She's not hearing Silent Night. She's not hearing it anymore because the Jews have stopped it. Okay, now, I'm at war. I don't care what they call me. Let them call me an anti-Semite a million times. I'm at war. Why? Because they're at war, and I'm fighting back.